everybody. Welcome to NIGHTCOOP. Check out our new little setup
too
here.
high? Am I too low?
And I don't know. I think it's just my bun. My bun's a little high.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome to NIGHTCOOP. We got a new setup going on here.
We do. I think I like this.
I like this a lot
honest.
because we're closer. We can look at each other a bit more.
Right.
Swivel and turn.
I think this is good, the swivel and turn.
I agree. I also think that this white table matches the vibes a bit better than the other table.
I agree. I think we're a little bit closer, a little bit more together.
I think you scoot just a little bit my way. Just a little bit my way. There we go. Perfect. Now we're here and we're back and we're moving, baby. We're doing it.
We're doing it. How's everybody been? How's your week?
How's your week? Just
Talk
so you
to
know,
the camera.
we know last week there was the audio that was out, and then the video. The video will be coming this week too if you wanted to watch it on there.
We were having some difficulties.
When are we not? When are we not? But here we are. We're happy to be here. It's hot as fuck in here right now, dog.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm toasty.
Yeah, it's a little warm.
I'm burning up.
It's a little bit warm.
It could also just be I'm in a tizzy, you know?
You're in a tizzy.
Fresh.
Yeah,
Fresh
that
can
seltzer's
of
good.
Seltzer.
It's a good seltzer.
Yeah. I'm going to be drinking more and more seltzers because your homegirl's got to figure shit out. I got to be healthier, man. I got to be healthier. I got to pull away. Got to pull away from the Jack and the Diet Coke, I think.
Nothing wrong with the Jack and Diet.
Well, that's what I thought, but then I heard that, the brown liquor is way worse for you than clear liquor.
Oh, it sits on you, huh?
It sits on you, I guess.
Well, guess you got to go back to vodka.
I guess so. Or just tone it down. I think I'm going to tone it down. I think we're going to reel it in just a little bit, people.
Just a little bit. I understand. I totally get it.
Look, not everyone feels the same way, but the bottom line is that here's my problem. I go out, I drink, then I order food.
You can't order food.
You can't order food. You got to have something at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is
what I'm
when
gonna
I'm
be more adamant
when
about
I'm out and about traveling this beautiful country.
Yeah.
I got nothing at home. I got nothing in the hotel room.
Yeah.
So what I need to do is when I land in a place, I need to go to a grocery store and just stock my fridge with shit. That's what I need to do.
I have to. Well, I'm gonna stop eating out as much, obviously, because I gotta save on that cash. For those who aren't aware, and why would you be? I get my notice to my job. So I will be leaving the food industry.
Wow.
And doing content creation full time is the plan. So,
Yes.
or as much time as I can give to it. It was time to.
I'm sorry.
Can you not?
I didn't mean to.
It's time to jump ship. Here we go. Let's get it cracking. So YouTube channel is going to be coming out, and a lot more content from yours truly, and I'll be able to help out with this a lot more. So maybe we aren't as chaotic within our.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great because yours surely ain't quitting anytime soon. So
yeah. But yeah, so that's what's going on.
That's our news.
That's our news. How about that? Let's get to the world's news.
Okay. All right. I got to talk about this submarine.
Okay.
But I got to know if there's...
I got to talk about
I got to know if there's been an update, live updates of a race against time. So, yeah, I guess I haven't found it yet. But a tourist submarine that disappeared on an expedition to the Titanic wreck. Okay, so tickets to go to this, to be in this submarine, are like $250,000. Okay, and now they can't find the submarine, and they got 5 people on board.
$250K and you get lost like that?
And you get lost like that. Apparently, there's a billionaire on board, too. But I'm going, look, here's the deal, people. I'm rooting for you. You know how much I've followed that story of the Thai kids in the cave. Okay?
Yeah, that one's a little bit more interesting to me. I won't even lie to you.
Yeah.
Thai kids and soccer team in the cave, that story is gold.
Well, because no offense, but I held out a little more hope.
Absolutely.
I don't know what happened here with these people.
I don't know if I care too much about the people who paid $250K to ride in a submarine. I don't know how much I care.
I mean, maybe, but at the same time, like, what if that was all you ever wanted to do in life, was go in a submarine and you saved and you saved and you saved? I don't think that's the group.
This isn't what's happening.
I don't think that's the group.
Yeah.
I think it's just people that are loaded wanted to go. But at the same time,
wonder if they got swallowed by a whale.
Whoa.
Wouldn't that be something?
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. I'm like, how big is a submarine?
What color was the submarine?
It couldn't have been yellow.
It couldn't have been.
It
but
might
what's the
have
point
been.
in going in if it's not?
That's a
my
good question.
question.
That's a good question. I don't really know. I don't understand why you would ever want to explore the ocean. Let me start there.
I don't
Okay?
get it either. Leave it where it's at.
We don't need. Why would you want to go see the Titanic shipwreck to begin with?
I don't know. It's
don't
it's
know.
the same feel to me as going to I appreciate the history in many ways. But like I don't really want to go to a World War One museum
Well,
type
I'll
of
tell you
stuff.
this.
It's not my thing.
I
It's depressing.
Titanic was a colossal accident.
Yeah.
Why would I want to go and see that? That is a human failure to a T.
To a T. I'm not interested.
That's like, yeah. I don't
I'm
need
not
to see
interested.
that.
It's depressing.
Of course it's depressing.
Yeah.
Of course it's. I don't know the number exactly of how many people died and how many people made it in terms of Titanic. Do we know that?
I don't know.
Titanic.
You know,
When
I've never
was it?
watched a full movie.
I mean, the ship goes down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the problem. Is I know the ending.
Titanic.
I know the ending.
Deaths. Deaths by class. That's interesting.
Well, because the
You're not
going to
believe this. First class passengers had the highest survival rate.
Right.
At 62%, followed by second class at 41%, and third class at 25%.
Yikes.
Yeah,
It's
the
just-
crew was 21. The crew got fucked the most, yeah.
Yeah, to me, I am one of those people too, where if you say to me, hey, have you seen this movie? And I go, no. And you say, okay, well, do you want me to ruin it? My answer is no, I don't want you to ruin it, actually, because I will not watch it if I know the ending. I won't watch it. I don't care. I don't care about the journey. I am a destination person. If I know the ending, that's it. It's the same way I feel about taking the scenic route somewhere. I don't want to take the scenic route. I just want to get there.
I'm very similar to you in that way because Bruce, my boyfriend, loves to take his time.
Yes.
And I love that he forces me to appreciate things. I do like that.
Right.
Most of the time. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'm like, I don't have the patience for this.
I am who I am, and who I am is a bit miserable, and I just want to get there. Mm-hmm. I don't like, and I know that people online sometimes say that I sound miserable, and that's because
she's not miserable.
It's not that I'm miserable. I just want to there's a task. I want to get it done.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, you guys are confusing misery with the overall urge to get shit done.
I just wanted, if there's a task, I want it to get done.
It's like, am I miserable or am I just smarter than you?
I mean, here's the thing. I don't feel miserable.
Because we're not negative.
No.
We're just...
I'm not miserable because I am not miserable. I'm fine with that being the way that I am.
People are miserable with the way that you are.
People have a problem with me. And
I
don't
that's
have a
fine.
problem with me.
You know what? That's the thing, isn't it? It's like, I was out this weekend and there was this guy who definitely thought I was a jerk. And I was like, you know what? I don't really care if you think I'm a jerk or not. I like me.
I like me. I'm fine with the way that I operate.
So you don't really need to like me at all.
Yeah, whatever. My first story, BB Rexa, she got hit in the face with a phone. A man threw his phone at her during her own concert. And his reasoning was he thought it would be funny. He did get arrested.
So there are a lot of layers here. First of all, what are you doing at a Bebe Rexha concert?
Yeah, as like a grown ass man too.
Yeah.
Odd.
Secondly, why would you throw an $800 device as a bit?
All I read from this is that this person is mentally ill. That's all I read there.
Yeah.
You threw a phone at the woman on stage. You hit her in the eye. Thought it would be funny, which is why you did it. And you're also at her concert to begin with.
I will tell you, mental illness in this country has taken on so many different forms.
It really has.
Go for a fucking walk.
I know.
Talk to somebody.
It is crazy at how many...
I think it's in the food.
Might be.
I think we're being screwed over by what we're eating.
Maybe.
Because there are so many people that like they don't take care of themselves. But what happens is they start eating the gross shit, right? Then they're not going on walks anymore. And then you're not really moving as quickly as you used to.
Yeah.
And then you're sitting at home a lot by yourself. And then all of a sudden you're not interacting with as many people as you used to.
Right. But
I think it starts with what they're putting in our food.
maybe. But
Because
the mental illness, it used to be just killing yourself. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's going on now. Now
No.
now you're pushing it out to everybody else. And it's like, I'm not, don't do whatever towards yourself, but also
course.
don't do whatever towards me either.
Right. It's odd.
It's odd. I think it's a combo of the internet and the food. That's what I think. Hot combo.
Hot combo, internet and food.
Because, so I was reading this thing about how, because I can't have gluten. I shouldn't have gluten. Have I had it before?
Yes,
Sure.
definitely.
Okay. But apparently, if you go to Europe and you eat their bread, it doesn't hurt gluten-free people.
It's also a lot cheaper.
Yeah, because it doesn't have as many fucking bullshit ingredients.
Yeah. Bread is not supposed to last for weeks. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Bread is not supposed to be something that you can consume over a week's time. You're supposed to eat it when you get it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to go stale in a few days, and then you make it into croutons, and that's about it.
And
the life of it is gone. That's how it's supposed to be. I'm loving the pen in my hand.
Yeah, you're loving the pen?
Really, really nice, actually. I recommend you get one on the next go around.
Gotcha.
But yeah, anyway, so that's what happened to poor BB. It's sad because this is unfortunately the biggest news story that has happened with her in her career, and
Besides
you don't
that,
want it to be.
The only other one was that she sold, like 806 albums when her last
Really not
record
good.
came out?
Really not good. But I think she has
Low
gained a little
number.
bit more traction due to TikTok and also announcing how comfortable she is in her body that isn't the stick little figurine. You know what I mean? So people are like, oh, we're going to appreciate her more. Not based off of her music, based off of everything else, which has been the same thing for BB. Poor BB since the start of her career.
BB. BB. Interesting.
Next story.
Next story. Alrighty. An Indiana man is dead after a grenade found in grandfather's belongings
I
exploded.
had this story as well.
You did?
I did.
This is crazy to me. Someone reportedly pulled the pin on the device and it detonated. Not one thought went through your head before pulling the pin?
So what happened was, I read into this. It was a family. They were digging through his belongings, the grandfather's belongings, and accidentally pulled it out. Like, were looking through, didn't see it, pulled it out, and
One of them died, right?
yes, the father died.
The father died.
The child and mother survived. They're in the hospital.
Well, thank God they're okay.
I know.
According to the FBI, some families have unexpectedly found explosive devices in the belongings of their parents or grandparents who are military veterans.
Right.
Some veterans brought back explosives as souvenirs, interesting, from World Wars I and II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the Gulf War. I just feel like we could have, maybe dry a flower from the field grounds. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we need an explosive device. I've never been to war.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of debris instead.
Yeah,
Maybe not the literal grenade. But at the same time, if you are to have the grenade, okay, you must put it in a box and maybe a label that says grenade.
There's a grenade in here.
So that somebody doesn't just dig through your backpack and accidentally pull it and die. This seems to be something that could have been prevented.
Of course.
Had people not been as stupid as they are.
All of this shit is always preventable.
Right.
Like, people, any weaponry shit, it's always like, they didn't secure it, or they didn't, like, it's always preventable.
It's always preventable.
No one accidentally puts a grenade in a box.
Yeah.
You know where you're putting the grenade.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
you
right.
should anyway.
You should.
Maybe the grandfather was a drunk.
People, here's the thing, is that people are too, they think that everything is going to, oh, it'll be fine. Oh, nobody's gonna. They might.
No
might.
one would ever. They could.
They could. They might.
Yeah.
And they do.
You
and
gotta
then they blow up.
expect the dumbest out of some people.
You have to. You
Not
just
that I'm
have
calling
to.
this person dumb. It was an accident.
Yes.
But the grandfather, dumb.
Right.
I think
Right.
I agree on that. Okay.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
An Ecuadorian woman, okay, they laid her to rest. She was a knocking in the coffin, moving around.
No.
Not actually dead, okay?
Oh, my
Not
God.
actually dead, but she only lived for 7 more days in the hospital, and then she did die. If I were her, I'd be like, just get it over with.
Just wait. I don't understand. So she was in the coffin. What was she
in the
dying
coffin.
of?
A stroke.
So she died anyway. So you pulled back to life only
Yeah.
to go ahead and die anyway.
Only to go ahead and die
Hope
anyway.
the 7 days were worth it.
I mean, she was in the hospital.
This was where?
Ecuador.
I mean, there's nothing more terrifying than being buried alive, probably.
Yeah.
Actually, you probably find solace in it. You probably, after the first 30 hours,
I would just keep myself asleep.
I just keep sleeping.
I would keep sleeping.
Yeah. Well, eventually you don't have any food. Your body's tired anyway. You just keep sleeping.
You keep sleeping and then you die.
And that would be it. I'd like
But
to
it
think
would
that I
be-
would have a little fight in me, but I don't know.
At first, I would freak out.
Yeah.
At first, I would freak out, and then I think I would disassociate, and I would say to myself, "This isn't actually real," and then I would die.
Yeah, I think we'd probably play a mind game
Yeah.
with ourselves of being like,
Yeah,
well, it's a dream. And
it's a dream.
you can't see either.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's like, oh my God, how horrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
But luckily, she hadn't been in the ground yet. She was just in the coffin, and then she was like, "Let me out," essentially.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God they didn't put her in the ground.
I know.
I mean,
But I mean, what difference would it made? 7 days later, she would have been dead.
I know. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, a lot of people, I've been looking online, a lot of people have been saying that it's not okay to joke about death. And I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but
Of course, it's okay to joke about death. Everybody,
everybody dies.
Everybody dies. Everybody
It's
fucking
a
dies.
fact of life.
You have to joke about it to be able to cope with it because we have no answers as
Gotta
to what
have a
happens afterwards.
sense of humor.
Oh my God.
I know. So many people were like, I forget whose clip I was looking at, but they were like, I can't believe you're joking about death. And it's like, well, how else are we supposed to cope with it?
Yeah,
What do you want me to cry? I'm not going to cry about it.
it's going to happen to everybody.
I know.
You might as well like make peace with it.
Yeah.
You might as well.
That's why you do what you need to do on the planet Earth.
I don't think there's anything wrong with finding a way to deal with the concept of something that we have no concept
The
of.
inevitable.
The inevitable. The inevitable thing that we will have no answers to.
It's the two things that are in common with every person on this planet. You're born and then you die.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can't come together about that, then I don't know what to tell you. Now, I'm not saying I'm looking forward to it.
No, definitely
We try to
not.
push it off as long as possible.
Absolutely.
But,
Yeah.
All right. Illinois man charged after telling police he shot himself in the leg during dream about home intruder. Shot himself in the leg, and they came, he was bleeding a lot, whatever, and then they charged him for improper use of a firearm. Which is shooting yourself in the leg not enough?
Yeah, I don't really think we need to punish the guy.
I think he already did.
God punished him.
Yeah.
He shot himself in the leg.
Yeah. Also, I feel like
People are so unreasonable.
that's what I'm saying. He has to cut the guy some fucking slack. He just shot himself in the leg. Well, that's the other thing is it's like, why are people... I get having a gun near your bed. Locked and loaded, where you can roll in a dream and just shoot yourself.
Yeah, that's no good.
I mean, that's
good.
That's too accessible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't trust myself with anything like that. I
No.
mean, I have so many crazy dreams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that I would ever shoot myself in the leg. I like to think that
No,
I'd
but
be
you
a
might
little...
wake up with like 4 bullet holes in the ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, yeah, it's crazy. He's also 62. You gonna charge him?
You're
Come
gonna
on.
charge him?
He's
It
an
was a
older guy. He accidentally shot himself in the leg. Who hasn't?
Come on.
Grow up.
If I were that cop, I wouldn't do anything. I'd be like, get him to the hospital.
Just think of the hospital.
Fucking
This is
shot
a
himself
mess.
in the leg.
Yeah.
He was asleep.
He didn't know.
That seems so wrong.
I know.
I feel bad for that.
I feel bad for him too. I'm like, well, he could have killed somebody, but he didn't.
He didn't. He shot himself in the leg.
Coulda, woulda, you know? Come
Yeah.
on.
Boo.
Boo. Do you have another one or no? We had a
'cause
combo.
we had the same.
Alrighty.
All right.
Hold on here real quick. All right, we're doing this or that?
We're doing this or that.
Okay.
All right. This week's this or that was street signs, which
I had to look up some.
oh you did?
Yeah, because I could not, for the life of me, I was like, stop sign, yield.
End of list.
Yeah, so, but I looked them up and I'm
Okay.
good.
All right.
All right. Do you want to go first?
Sure. Stop sign or railroad crossing?
Railroad crossing.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because of monopoly.
I go stop sign, man.
Really?
It's the stop.
I
Stop
know.
it.
It's the classic.
It's the classic. It's the best sign.
But I love the railroad sign.
the stop sign is the best sign. It's
stop
red.
Sign, the stop sign is like the Lion King of stop signs, or of signs, street signs. It's a classic.
It is
But
a
is
classic.
it the best?
It's gotta be. It's a hexagon.
So
It's a hexagon, and it has a nice outline, and it
Yeah, but
says stop in all caps.
people run stop signs all the time. They will not run a railroad crossing.
People don't respect the stop sign.
People
Okay.
don't respect. It doesn't get enough respect.
It doesn't. It's yeah, because it's a little bit traditional.
Can I say something? If you run stop signs, you're a jackass.
I really don't like you if you run stop signs. I have to say
people
that.
just do it.
People do it. I don't understand
They're
it.
like, oh, well, no one ever comes down this way.
What do you mean? There's a sign though. Respect the sign.
God,
God, it's a sign. They put the sign.
there's a reason they put the fucking sign.
They didn't put the sign because they just felt like putting a sign. They
Right.
put the sign for a reason.
Yeah. You know what drives me nuts is when
Huh.
you go to a four-way intersection and they don't even have a sign.
Drives me nuts.
I'm
Happens
like-
a lot in Connecticut.
Yeah, I'm like, so we just
We just
act like there's a sign
We just trust each other with no sign.
with no sign. It's wild.
Okay, so you go railroad crossing.
Yes. Now, but here's my first sister that was stop sign versus children at play.
Stop sign.
I go stop sign.
Children at play. First of all, children at play it's fumbling. Children at play.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not crisp.
It's not crisp. It's not a good sign.
I would actually go deaf children at play over all of them.
Because if we're gonna get specific, let's really do it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no children just sitting. Children
see
at
a-
play.
You ever see a sign that says blind and deaf child at play and you're like, maybe you should go inside.
Maybe put the kid away
Maybe
for a little bit.
just for a little bit. Maybe they shouldn't be running out
Yeah.
here. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is that sometimes if you have a deaf and blind kid, maybe they're just running,
I mean, that's
and you
a good
can't help
point.
the fact
Yeah,
that
they're like, I can do this.
I can
so
do this,
why wouldn't I
so-
do that a lot?
and you can't. I mean, if you yell for them,
Oh.
they can't hear you.
If I had a deaf/blind child, I mean, the signs that I would put up everywhere. First of all, they would be in a bubble wrap.
Yeah,
I'd be terrified all the time.
I'd be terrified all the time.
Yeah. But you pick stop sign over child
I
at
do.
play.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's just clunky.
It's clunky.
It's clunky. I also pick a red sign over a yellow sign.
Definitely. Absolutely.
The yellow sign is too common.
I don't really like a yellow sign.
Me neither.
Deer sign,
Okay.
deer crossing,
Okay.
or parent and child walking.
Deer sign.
Same. I love an animal sign.
I love an animal sign. I feel like I'm in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
The parent and child walking is always assumed to be that they are about to cross the street.
And therefore, they're going to annoy me.
Yes.
Because I'm not excited to see a parent and child, but I am excited to see a deer.
Yeah. The other thing is I feel like a deer sign is more valuable because you never know when a deer is going to pop out.
Right.
So a child and a parent, they're going to give you a little wave. They're going to give you a little, we're about to cross.
Oh, we're about to go. But a deer.
Yeah, but a
will
deer
not.
is going to.
And also, you don't know what kind of deer you're going to get.
You don't. You could get an elk type
Yeah,
of situation. You could get a regular deer. You could get a fawn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the deer is unlimited.
It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah,
And it's not promised.
that's the other thing. It's not promised. You're yeah.
I know there's going to be kids and parents running amok.
Yeah.
But a deer? I don't know if they'll surprise me.
If they're going to come out.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Okay. All right. Dead end or do not enter. See, these are similar in the fact.
I'm going to go with do not enter.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go down it. If it's a dead end, all you're letting me know if you say dead end, that I'm going to keep driving and get nowhere. And I'm going to have to turn around. But a do not enter, okay. You're saving me from the nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah. A dead end sounds way more dramatic than it is.
Dead end.
Dead end.
When what
Or
it's
the
saying
one
is
where
that
it's
the
like-
road stops.
I hate the other one. No outlet.
I hate the no outlet.
No outlet is.
What does that have to do with me?
What they're saying is dead end.
Oh, no outlet.
I know.
No way to get out.
I know that it took me forever to know that it didn't mean like you can't plug in an electrical system.
I swear to God,
that
this is the first time I'm making that connection.
You thought that it was electrical wiring.
I thought that there was
situations.
nowhere to plug in stuff.
No, it's no
Oh
outlet.
boy. I'm a smart girl, but sometimes.
Sometimes.
Wow.
I know.
No outlet. No
Yes.
way to get out.
Yes.
Holy shit.
But I think dead end is better than that. No outlet, clearly confusing to plenty of people.
And dumbasses like me aren't going to know what's going on.
That's
I'm
the
thinking
thing.
that I should have brought my charger in the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
I know.
Well, truck falling over?
Okay. Tipping over. Yes.
Tipping over? Or sharp curves ahead? So the squiggle or the truck on its side, like about to go timber?
Truck on its side about to go timber. Because that picture is insane.
It is.
It doesn't give you what variable is going to be pushing it. Because it could be a windy road. It could be just heavy trucks.
Yeah.
You're gonna you don't know. I pick the truck. The truck
It's
falling.
a ridiculous image. But they have to let people know, be careful with the truck.
Yeah.
You might fall over.
Yeah.
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 I go with that too.
Okay. Handicap sign or windy road.
I go handicap sign.
I gotta give it to handicap. It's the only blue one.
That's what I was going to say. It's blue.
Yeah. Whereas the windy road, another yellow sign.
And the handicap sign also lives on the sign and the parking spot.
The handicap
It's big.
sign is
It's the road, the parking spot, and you have to put it in your car.
Yeah.
I mean, that handicap sign, it's all over the place.
It's crushing.
It's crushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta hand it to that one for sure.
And it's special in the sense that only a few people use it.
Yeah, but I'll tell you in 2023, more of y'all should have that sign, okay?
Well, I guess that's true.
I guess that was a good point.
Ooh.
Ooh, jeez.
But yeah, no, I definitely go handicap sign for sure. For sure.
This or that was so stupid.
But I was passionate.
I was passionate and I feel wholeheartedly about my answers.
Yeah, this might have been one of the I liked this one.
Yeah, it was good.
Cuz it was very stupid, but we had good reasoning for how we felt about everything.
I agree.
Which is kind of how we operate, is that it doesn't matter how dumb it is. Kelly and I will have an opinion.
Yes. Alrighty.
Alrighty.
So, I have a what the cluck. What do you have?
I have a what the cluck as well.
Really? Go ahead. Kick us off.
So my first one, or
Your
not,
fir-
not
your-
my first one.
oh.
Sorry, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go to this one instead. I was going to say something earlier, and I decided that I'm not.
Okay. Great kickoff.
How do some women not sweat?
I don't know.
How do they not sweat?
I don't know because it doesn't matter how much I weigh. I sweat
I'm the same.
and I put on deodorant. I put on
Yeah.
I'll do a spray. I'll do the whole thing. I don't know what it is.
But if I'm hot, I'm sweating. And on top of that, like, I strategically don't wear clothes that will show if I sweat.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna happen.
Yeah, like when people buy like a gray t-shirt, I'm going, are you out of your mind?
Like, there are certain fabrics I won't touch.
I won't even go near. Bless you.
I don't. I simply don't understand it. You walk around in skin tight shit in 90-degree weather, and not a droplet on you.
I know. I don't understand. Is it that they're drinking more water than we are?
I don't
That
think
wouldn't
so.
make any sense, right?
I don't think so.
I don't know, but there are plenty of people that do not. I was just in Texas, and there were a lot of women that were not sweating. I don't know. Now, I will say this. They were all very thin.
Okay.
So I don't know.
It's probably, it of course is attributed to how much you weigh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, the bigger you are, the more you're going to sweat.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But I just feel like even when I am 120 pounds, I'm sweating.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. And I don't know if it was just bad luck of the draw, if there's something you could do about it.
I mean, I've got other bad lucks of the draw. I'm assuming that could be one of them as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Kelly
the
and I
sky's the
are-
limit.
I know.
Okay.
I mean, just the alignment of our bodies.
I
And then
mean, I
the
don't
hair. I mean, it's just.
And look, I'm not mad about it. I'm happy to be here. You know,
I'm
what
happy to be
saying?
here too. And let me
Whatever.
tell you, like, yes, I have hair in on parts of me that are maybe a little bit darker or thicker than I want them to be, but I am not upset about the fact that I have thick hair on my head.
No.
So
no.
I mean, I'm grateful for that. There's pros and cons.
But
I
I'm
mean,
telling you, when I get out of a lift, I'm like,
I
do I
know.
wipe it down?
I know.
What do I do?
know. God forbid you get some fucking cheap fuck where you get in the car and he doesn't want to put the air on and he just has the windows down.
Oh my!
First of all, you're ruining my hair. You're ruining
my hair.
And I'm sweating.
You're making this miserable for me.
That's why I get the Lux. I get in the car. They go, is the temperature okay? They ask me. They
Yeah.
ask me. They care about me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I'm in a
you gotta do
BMW.
the Lux.
You gotta do
you
the
gotta
Lux.
do the Lux. My what the
But yeah,
clock is
I really,
related to this.
that is my what the clock. I mean, cheers to you, ladies, and good for you, I guess. But also, fuck you. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. My what the clock. I gotta talk to my people that do Lyft. Okay. I gotta talk about this because I had 2 situations this weekend where I was like, what the clock? Okay. First of all, they gave me my money back on this one. This guy, he picks me up from the airport. He doesn't know why his GPS is not connecting to the Bluetooth. So he pulls over on the side of the highway
No.
to set it up.
No.
Okay. And I'm like, what are we doing? Am I about to get murdered? What's going on here?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I go, is there a problem? And he goes, well, I can't connect it to the Bluetooth. And I go, well, you could just have the volume come out of your phone. And he goes, I like it coming from the Bluetooth. I go, well,
And it's not really about what you like at this
it's
point.
not really.
It's about what I like. I'm the passenger.
Yeah. And so I'm like, well, you know, I'm happy to help guide you, but let's get going.
Yeah, it's
So
not
he's
that.
like, oh, okay.
DFW isn't that hard to.
No. And
Yeah.
so we're leaving and we're like 5 minutes from the downtown Fort Worth. And he goes, oh, you're going downtown. Did you not look at where the fuck the map was? Did you not? What? And he goes, and I go, oh, yeah, we're going downtown. And he goes, oh, I love downtown Dallas. What?
Buddy.
We're in a different city.
How odd.
It was so
you
bizarre.
contacted Lyft and
Contacted
you said,
Lyft. They were like, we are so sorry, whatever. Give me my money back. Fine. Great customer service. I'm not worried about the customer service part of Lyft. What I'm worried about is who the hell are these people that are driving?
Yeah.
That's the thing, because normally Lyft to me is safer than Uber.
Yeah.
Like, and I thought that they had more protocols, right? So then I get in another Lyft and it says, this Lyft driver is hard of hearing, whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm like, basically, normally I assume that means they just don't want to talk. And they're like,
right.
look, whatever. So I get in the car. She's literally deaf.
Oh.
And she's like giving me a thumbs up. And I'm like, okay. But I'm like, okay. So then I'm in the car and she cuts off. She's making like the wrong exit. So she cuts off a pickup truck. They're blaring their horn at her. She can't hear it.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I do think there are some roles.
What the cluck?
I do think that there are some jobs where you have to say you need to be entirely, I'm so sorry, I'm not trying to be offensive. You do need to be able-bodied to perform this role.
I mean,
and I do think that driving other people and passengers is one of those things.
I think so too.
I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
You need to be able to see, you need to be able to hear, you need to be able to, because you're driving somebody who doesn't know you, and also,
well, I'm like, if we were getting in an accident, what do we do?
what do we do? The person driving the car, I can't communicate with them.
Yeah. And it was very bizarre.
Yeah,
The whole thing was-
unfortunately, I highly disagree with.
Yeah, and then
those
these
two
guys are like
companies,
hanging
yeah.
out of the pickup truck. They're like flipping her off. She doesn't turn and like be like sorry or text me in the app saying sorry.
Jesus.
Nothing. And I'm like,
Jesus.
but here's the thing is I got to say something, and I'm sorry for saying this. Part of me thinks she was faking it.
Interesting.
Because when I got in the car, guess what was on?
A podcast?
The radio.
Why would you have the radio on
And
if
you're
you were
deaf.
deaf? Maybe for the passengers. Maybe she just puts it on for the passengers. Like, oh, they'll want to listen to music. That's my guess.
But it wasn't music playing.
Oh, it was like talking?
Yeah.
Odd. That's odd.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't know what she put on.
Maybe she doesn't
That could
know.
be that too.
I mean, that could be that too. But I was like,
Interesting. Weird.
yeah. Because you might have not heard them beeping, but you certainly saw them flipping you off.
Yeah. Odd.
Very odd. So that's my what the cluck lift. Who the hell are these people?
Who are they? Yeah. No, I hear you.
I'm like, should I just get cabs?
I don't mind a cab.
I don't mind a cab. I'm like, at least you had to probably
Yeah.
do something to get into this company.
And they're trying to make money.
Yeah.
They're trying to make money.
Yeah. All right.
We've
ahead.
got beef.
Yeah.
People who like bugs, man. I don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with them. They are friends with the enemy. To me, they absolutely have to lack some type of social skill.
Yeah.
If you're hanging around bugs. If you're wanting to be around bugs. I watched this video the other day of these two parents, their daughter, who's like 11 or 9 or something, collects cockroaches. Throw the kid out.
Oh my God.
Absolutely
Collects
not.
them?
Has thousands. Yeah.
Where?
In her room. She keeps them in her room in buckets, and they crawl all over her, and she's like, I love them. I love cockroaches.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And her parents are like, we've come to accept the fact that this is what makes her happy. I don't care what makes her happy. I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
You like to be covered in cockroaches?
You gotta stop that shit.
What?
This is too.
Cockroach girl.
Yes. It's a horrible, horrible thing.
My kid's obsession. What a little.
What a freak. What a little freak. You cannot. Here's the thing. This is what's wrong with this society, is that we literally let kids do whatever. We let kids collect cockroaches, for Christ's sake. I mean, what the fuck?
Shelby the bug girl.
Yeah. Shelby is a bug girl, and therefore is not a human girl, and therefore has no fucking friends because she collects fucking cockroaches. You want your kid to alienate themselves like this type of shit? No, you got to take the cockroaches out of the room.
Shelby, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Sorry,
kiddo.
honey.
I'm sorry, kid.
Sorry, honey.
Oh,
That's
God.
sad. But I mean, even grown adults, I don't even like the freaking TikToks where the guy is like 25 and he's playing with all types of bugs. No fucking thank you. Oh my God.
So gross.
Because I don't know what you're saying to the bugs. You're saying something to them. You're talking to them. You're talking to the bugs.
Yeah, you're talking to the bugs. Something's up.
Something is up. Yeah, I got beef with them. Heavily.
That is so disgusting. I got beef with those parents.
I got beef with the parents, absolutely.
You're going to let your dog... No, I'm sorry. Oh, God. No way. Not in my household. I can't get over that. Ugh.
I think I will say this. I know that cockroaches they have a bad reputation, right? And it is deserved. I think they are disgusting.
They're first of all, they're fast.
Yes.
They shouldn't be fast.
They're fast and they're fat and they're ugly and
there is one cockroach I approve of, and that is the cockroach in Wall-E.
Sure.
But after that,
but it's a cocktoon. Cocktoon cartoon.
a cocktoon.
That was so genuine. That was so genuine.
Cocktoon.
Oops.
Your turn. We've got beef. I have huge beef with Delta Airlines.
Another airline story from her, folks. Let's do it.
I'm sorry.
Another plane grab.
Okay, this was insane. So last night, I documented everything.
Okay, I love you so much. This is your last
plane
story for the next few weeks.
That's fine.
Okay?
That's fine.
This is insane. So I will let you have it.
Okay.
But goddamn.
And then after that, I swear to God, I'm done. So last night, my flight is supposed to be at 7:45 p.m. Central Time. Okay, I'm leaving Texas. My friends, they had stuff to do, so I said, just drop me off at the airport early. Got dropped off at 3:30. Okay, so I'm there very early. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'm just going to have some drinks. I'm going to relax. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. Okay. First of all, I walked around the airport. I walked a mile in the airport, just getting some steps in, whatever.
That's
good. At like 4 o'clock, I get a notice that there's a delay, that it's not taking off until 8:09. And I'm like, whatever, no big deal. Then it's like 8:30. Then it's 9:06. And it's 9:45. And we finally get on the plane, okay? But before we got on the plane, we had to go to another gate to get paper boarding passes because the electronic system was down. So we all had to use papers. So we're checking in with paper manually. The girl is on the flight. She's like, all right, 19C. Then, okay, checking in manually. All right. We all sit down on the plane. They make an announcement. Hey, everybody. So looks like 4 people on this plane actually don't have boarding passes for this flight. So because of the safety for all passengers, we need everyone to get off the plane. So we all get off the plane. Okay. I'm laughing at this point. Okay. I'm like, this is
insane.
Just comical.
And that is insane. This is Delta?
This is Delta.
We
all get off the plane. And so then as we get off the plane, they inform us that, time's out for the pilot and the crew. They've now worked their full shifts. So they all have to get off the plane. And we have to wait for a new pilot and new crew. Okay.
Good Lord.
Takes 3 hours to find a new crew.
What did you do during that time?
I hung out with the lovely ladies that were near me. I was with this group of Indian ladies, and they were making me laugh so hard. I was like, I don't care. I go, I don't care if... I don't care what's going on. Just keep communicating with us.
Yeah.
Because for those 3 hours or 2.5 hours, however long it was, they weren't telling us anything.
Right.
It was just everyone was standing in line waiting to figure out arrangement. We didn't know what was going on. And so I said, I go, I don't care if, what it is, just tell us the truth. And they all started quoting the movie where it's like, you can't handle the truth. And they're all doing it in like thick Indian accents.
That's very funny.
It was so funny. And so a couple people ended up getting mad. One woman's kicking her bag. I'm going, what good does that do? You're kicking your own bag?
bag?
She's kicking her bag. It's a mess. So there were still people that were late to the flight somehow. They get on and they're like, and I'm like,
How did you?
where were you?
Where were you?
I don't know. So they all get on the plane and we get on the tarmac and they're like, all right, we just finished paperwork. Should take off any minute. We don't take off until like 1:40 in the morning. And then we finally get in at 3:30. They have the audacity, 3:30, or no, we got in 2:30 our time.
Yeah.
They have the audacity to be like, sorry for any inconvenience. We had people on our flight that were supposed to go to China. They had a connection flight, yeah, and they missed their flight to go to China.
Damn.
They were pissed.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, and what's worse
They
is...
owe you money, right?
Oh, yeah, I think I could get like a $700 compensation or something.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was wild.
Yeah.
I
Insane.
Here's what really bothers me is the fact that there were people on the plane that shouldn't have been on the plane.
Yeah, of course. That's the main
Everything
issue.
else
Like,
I can kind of deal with.
but when you've now let people on the plane who straight up did not have boarding passes.
They were like, oh, they must have been boarding passes for another flight. I'm like, no fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but you're just looking at the pass and saying a seat number.
Yeah. This is sloppy. This is so sloppy, and you can't be sloppy like that.
No.
No. Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Shame on them.
Yeah. Anyways, so Delta, you've done it again.
We got beef.
We got beef.
Alrighty.
Hen House Open Mic?
Yes. We did gym class. Do you want to go first?
I have a police call. Yeah.
Okay. You go
All right.
ahead.
Where'd it go? Yeah, we got a 499. A 12-year-old has seemingly launched himself off the vault in gym class and gotten stuck in the rafters. Unfortunately, once they realized that if they got stuck, they wouldn't have to participate, a bunch of preteens have climbed up into the rafters. 2 are hiding in the gym mats. I see them. I see them completely. We're going to need backup on getting these kids down. Yeah, update here. They all fell, but they fell into a foam pit except for one. He hit everything on the way down, but when he stood up, he finally understood algebra, so the parents aren't going to sue.
Oh, very funny.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thanks.
I have a song.
Okay.
Okay.
Remember how bad my song was last week?
Yeah. Okay. And I have paper this time. Climb, climb, climb. Run, run, run. We are the tired children who you say are having fun. Throw the ball, slide to the base and fall. We are the children of the USA. We get tired walking through the mall. You feed us nuggets and fries and look us in the eyes and say, you should run a mile in 7 minutes, Kyle. My name is Kyle. I'm an obese kid who never stood a chance in gym class. I play kickball and rip my pants. The department stores call me husky. My mother calls me healthy. And my bullies call me fat. But when you feed me the school lunches, how am I supposed to run like that? This is my petition. Put some veggies in my diet. I'll be mad until I'm too hungry, and then I'll be forced to try it. And maybe when kids pick their teams, I won't be standing all alone in my blue jeans. They'll have a little faith that I could score some points without losing my breath or putting pressure on my joints. Maybe one day.
Kyle. Fuck, man. That felt like a South Park.
Maybe one day.
That was good.
Thank you.
Poor Kyle.
Poor Kyle.
Again, the nuggets. The food, it's taking us out one
Childhood
by one.
obesity is a problem in this nation.
It's a huge problem.
It's a
in
huge
this
problem.
country.
You gotta get them in that gym class, and you gotta get them eating their broccoli.
Yep, I agree. All right, well, hey everybody, this was a fun episode.
It was.
What did you say? What did you say? Cock. Cocktoon. All righty, we'll see you guys later. My name is obviously Kelly Ryan, and then you can find me at This Is Kelly Ryan,
And you can find me at I Am Allie Ryan.
and then please follow NIGHTCOOP podcast.
Give us a 5-star review if you feel so kind.
All right.
We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
We love you. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.